Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about Little Book Infinite 2. My name is Justine Mays. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Jeff Andresi, Matt Welge, and Joe Ferrara.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hi, everybody.
Hello. Hey-o. So, yeah, we're going to be talking Little Book Infinite 2. I hope to buy one this weekend. I'm going to be in Kentucky and going to Jim Beam by chance. So I'm hoping for the best. We'll see what happens. Should be a fun quest. Jackass, you're up first. You got for small talk. Yeah.
All right. So I wasn't sure who was going to be on the group tonight, and I had an idea for this. And so it's going to be interesting with my older distinguished fellows here, and Justine, you're going to have to back me up.
She's our young gun here.
Yeah. Steve, you will go last because I need to hear from the other panel here. Can we have a quick 5-minute intervention for Colonel Steve that he has to stop using the word Twitter when he signs off? Because he needs to update and say X. It's not going to go back. So
neither am I.
I agree with Steve.
Right. People know what it is. It's not like they're confused. Like, hey, I was listening at the end of the show. You said something about Twitter. What is that of which you speak? Oh, but I'm not supposed to talk. But go ahead. Weigh in.
I'm with Steve. It's Twitter. It's the University of North Dakota Fighting Sioux. Forget the Fighting Hawks or whatever they are now. Yeah. I graduated from there. I'm a Fighting Sioux.
Right.
All right. Yeah. I'm quickly regretting not keeping this until I had maybe McNew and KK and Justine to help back me up here. But I guess what I was trying to think is it's been long enough now that you're going to start to have followers that are going to not know what Twitter is. Eventually, you will generate out of those people.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to know is how often do you get on there?
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Not much. I mean, I do post the shows out there. So the bourbon shows, the interview shows. So that's every 2 weeks. The 1st and the 15th, I'm on Twitter. That's it. It used to be my primary, like in 2013 when I got on social media for the first time, I only got on Twitter. So, and I have a lot of followers on Twitter. I don't know, because that used to be my primary means of social media. But
yeah, TikTok?
No TikTok. No TikTok.
You can pull up Prince and say you're on the social media app formerly known as Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Let's see here. How many followers do I have on Twitter? Or X, as certain people call it. Let's see here. I don't know how to tell. I don't know how to get to the screen when it tells you that.
I know I never go on there anymore because I can't find that little blue bird.
Well, there you go. I have 34,200 followers. That's pretty good.
That's really
It's
good.
very good.
At least for me. That's a good social media.
I mean, that's enough that, you would think the owners would be coming to you and be like, hey, why don't you start using our name correctly?
Throw me a couple bucks, and we'll see what happens.
Sponsored by X.
So, yes. As I look out there, Don Knott sent me his map tap score. I don't know what day this is, though, but he got 660. 660 to me, 700 or higher is good. So that was on Twitter. He sent that to me. I guess listened to the show and decided to send me how he was doing. So, yeah, that's a thing. So, yeah.
I'll keep making you feel good because my score has been bad.
You lived in St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what do you call Riverport?
I mean, I kind of call that area that's, the valley, the area that would usually flood back in the day. That's kind of what I would think of it.
Well, Riverport's a concert venue, but it's the one where Axl Rose busted all up. So that
Oh yeah. Blood, Sweat, and Beers. That was my first tour.
Okay.
My first concert. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't change on those things. When they can change it all they want. They can call it whatever Verizon Express Center. Who knows? To me, it's just Riverport. I don't tend to change on those things. So.
The XL Energy Center in St. Paul, home of the Wild. I almost called them the North Stars. They just changed. It's some casino now.
Right.
I'll never remember that.
Right.
I'm going down to the X.
Yeah.
We had a concert place here. It was Pine Knob, and then they changed it to DTE, and now they've changed it back to Pine Knob. But that whole time that it was DTE, everybody still called it Pine Knob.
Right. Here's a Chicago one for you. Is it the Willis Tower or is it the Sears Tower?
That's a good one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not from here, so I can get away with.
To me, it's the Sears Tower.
It's always going to be the Sears Tower.
It's the Sears Tower. I would get in a cab up there, I wouldn't say we were going there. I'm like, take me to the Sears Tower. But everyone was like, what is the Sears Tower? How long has it been since it's been the Sears Tower? It's
been a long time. No, it's true.
Time.
It's true.
And this person was not old like me. This person was younger. You know what the Sears Tower is still.
Aren't there some things we should evolve with, though? Aren't there some things we should adapt and change? Isn't that a sign of an active brain to kind of evolve and adapt?
I don't know. I don't know.
He changed the name on a whim.
Right.
So many cells to go
Just
around.
like Meta Meta was Facebook. Now it's Meta. I never say Meta.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'll be calling it Meta anytime soon.
Okay.
So
It's
my
no
question
different.
is, because I don't have Twitter or X or whatever it is you would like to call it, but when it was Twitter and people would post, they would call it tweets. What do they call them now?
Tweets.
Still tweets.
Still tweets, yeah.
Yeah. It's not X's.
I think it's actually called an X post, but I won't argue. I won't argue with you.
I think Match has been sponsored by.
Yeah, maybe. So
Check this bank account statement. So many deposits from X.
He might have got a few bucks thrown his way. See what you can do. See if you can get him to convert.
X money lining my pockets.
Right.
Yeah, why don't you FBI that instead of my map tap score?
Well, you threw up some major red flags today, so
Whatever.
I'm doing a full investigation on Justine's map tap. So so today was too tough to be able to get that high of a score. I feel so yeah. Well, it should have been if you over 700 today. You've accomplished something. So, but yeah, we'll see. I always like all these guys that get these high scores. When I'm with them, I'll be like, hey, let's play map tap, and all of a sudden it's like, oh fuck, it's a bad day today. I got 560. Now normally they're telling me they're sending me screenshots of 880 and 914, but amazing, every single goddamn one of them. When I'm playing there with them face to face. Are they getting nervous because they're around me, or Something
Are they
else.
playing on the computer and then doing it on their phone?
I mean, I could
Right.
look this shit up and get it, but I don't want to do that. I think there's no hints. And if you don't know a name, it's also a foul to look it up and be like, okay, here's a name of a city that I don't know of. I should be allowed to look. No. Then you just got to hit blind, and then that's how the game's played. You can turn to the internet for nothing on that game. You just have to just play it.
Well, what fun is it to?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I've
Agreed.
played in front of you multiple times this past weekend, and I still scored more than you.
I don't think so. I don't remember it that way. That's the key. That's the key.
That's why she didn't show up at your studio today, because she didn't want to have to
Exactly.
play against you.
I was
there.
going to be like, hey, one of the things we do before we start podcasting, we're going to do map tap together. And then she was like, I'm busy. I'm going to have to be not there tonight. I'm like, okay, I get it. So yes, map tap is sweeping the ABV network. So Matt even sent me his score the other day. So yeah, well, I had higher than him though.
Yeah, you beat
His
me.
was legit.
Yeah.
His was legit. So because I had higher than him, I knew it. So yeah, and Joe's going to start playing now.
I'm going to start playing.
He's got it down. It's fun. It really is. Justine is the one who started this for everybody in our group, not for the world or anything, but she told me about it, then I started telling everybody, and that's how it goes. So it all goes back to Justine.
It's
She's
pretty
ground zero.
humbling.
Yeah, it is. It really is, because you think you kind of know some stuff, and then I don't know. And it's fun. I like the way it talks trash to you and stuff. It's pretty fun.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not over the top. It's, like I said, it takes like 2 minutes or less to play it every day. So,
And as much as it sucks to not get something right, it really is hilarious when you click on it and it turns red, and then there's just this great big red arrow.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
it's like, you're an
And
idiot.
then some smart comment.
Right.
Nice.
Right. And, what's also fun too is, there's things that but, on a blank map, where exactly is Des Moines, Iowa, or any of these? Again, if it doesn't have rivers that you can tie into and things like
Right.
that, it starts to get kind of tough. Omaha, Nebraska. Well, I kind of know where it is, and if there was a map with the lines run, I could tell you exactly where it is. But we got nothing. It ends up being harder than you think sometimes. So yeah.
And if you play it at night, sometimes it will be like I've played it at night before, and it's normal. But I've also played it at night, and
it's night.
It's dark. And then there's
game's
just
night.
these
Yeah.
Have the little
lights where
lights.
all of the big cities are at.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It seems like a cheat code. That seems.
It does. It would kind of help you if
Yeah.
for cities big enough to be illuminated on there for sure. But I haven't had it where it's really helped me out in any way. But yeah,
It's definitely harder at night.
yeah. I think overall it's harder at night. But if you're looking for specific placement of where a city was, that could potentially. But maybe they figured that out.
If
That's how they
you
do
don't know that Bangalore is in India, that isn't going to help.
it. Right. Well, it's fun game though. Check it out. Again, it's not an app. Just Google Map Tap and it'll come up, and you can play. It's free too, by the way. So, on that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Jeff this time. Jeff, what do you got, man?
Where'd I put it? Here it is. It's a special one. I've got Little Book Infinite One.
Okay, that is a special one.
I'll try that one tonight.
Okay,
Nice.
so decent. It could be enough. It just might be enough to help you out there. Joe, you're going to be next.
I've got the original Little Book
Okay.
from 2017.
17 is when they started it, yes?
Nope.
Okay. No, nothing there. Jeff still has the lead. Matt's up next.
So on the heels of that miserable failure of that small talk, and conceding that I lost the intervention, I'm gonna crack open a barrel. This is a single barrel with the Wheaton Whiskey Club. It is a blend of bourbons finished in Sauterne, one of my
Nice.
favorite.
Okay. Pretty quiet. Not enough to knock Jeff off. I've got Old Monroe here. This is an older one because it's still when they batched it. This is actually the last batch. 105 is the last time they did this sort of approach in the old bottles. And then they moved on to single barrels. Or no, excuse me. They went to batches. No, this is a single barrel. I apologize.
Single barrel,
on this
gotcha.
one. Yeah. All right, here we go. The best one today in this group after Jeff's, though. I'm in second place, but that's not going to give me anything. Justine, you're last but not least.
I have some Planters whiskey.
Okay.
This is a good pour.
Okay, a good pour. All right. Okay. Not enough to knock Jeff off. Jeff wins that, so cheers to Jeff.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about Little Book Infinite 2. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Are you starting?
Yeah, of course. This will sound like good conversation for the show.
Jesus.
You're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Making a damn bumper.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Today on the show, we are talking about Little Book Infinite 2.
Yes, we are. So, just out of the gate, is this something you guys are interested in or not interested, or where do you stand on this before we get into some of the specifics?
Well, I'll jump in here, Steve.
Okay.
Initially, when I heard of the Infinite One,
right?
Well, I'll never see that. I bought this one locally.
Okay.
I found it in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. So I'll keep looking, and
you never know.
And the taste is fabulous, and it's not obviously it's priced, so it's not an everyday drinker, but it's a pretty neat idea. And what is this one? It's got some 22-year-old stuff in there.
Yes, yeah. We'll talk about exactly what's in there in just a second. It is a $200 suggested retail price, though. So yeah.
Yep.
Just kind of engage the interest, Matt. What's your interest right out of the gate on this?
Yeah, I mean, it would be enough. Yeah, it's a special bottle. I think they probably could have charged more, and that would have sent me, running the other way. Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a tempting price.
Right, they got you, right? Because it's at the top of they put it. I think
right
the
there.
Perfect sweet spot where it's like I'll probably pull the trigger on it, but you do have to think about it still. It's not like an automatic, but then it's like, it's pretty special. I mean, this concept of every year being able to buy something that was distilled by Booker, distilled by Fred, distilled by Freddie.
Right.
It's kind of worth try it. I think that's
if it didn't have all the transparency, if I didn't know what was in it,
right.
and it was still charging 200, I think I would walk away. But knowing what's in there, yeah, it's
Right.
Yeah, you're buying the story for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Joe, what are your thoughts? Are you interested in this one?
Not really. I'm not a fan of old bourbon. Like 22-year-old is not something I would probably enjoy.
Okay.
I would like to try it. I mean, if I could find it at a bar and buy a neat pour of it, I would do that first, and then who knows? I mean, the price.
What if you liked it? What if you liked it?
Well, at $200, that's like the maximum I would want to spend on a bottle of whiskey.
Okay. Yeah.
So I would get it then. If I liked it, yeah.
Okay. Justine, what are your thoughts?
I'm interested in trying yours.
Okay.
Oh,
there we go. This is how this stuff works. That's how it works.
It's just more than I spend.
Right. I can't complain about that because Justine is willing to, if she gets a George T. Stagg ever in a lottery or something like that, she'll buy it and then I buy it off of her. So, well.
Yeah.
So we have a deal. So that works actually. I love the idea. I'm a little book collector. That's really the only series that I collect. I want everyone that's available. So I feel like I got to get this, and I really need two, despite the kind of hefty price tag, because I want one to drink and one to put away. And again, I don't know what I'm putting it away for. I'll figure it out when it's the time is right. Maybe it's when I totally retire and all done. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm holding. I got a full set of everything to date, other than this, but it's just coming out. So, yeah.
How many other bourbons do you have that you're holding where you bought 2 bottles and you're saving besides the little book line?
That's the only one where I
that's
do
it.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, there's not like I don't have any bottles that are open, but I just haven't got to them yet. The little book is buy one to preserve one, to kind of collect, again, with the idea of drinking it at some point. It's not like, hey, I'm saving this for whatever reason. You might save something like that. It's for, I like it. I like the concept of the series. I want to be able to drink it down the road. And again, I just don't know what's defined as down the road. So just a quick comparison on this one. Little Book, Infinite 2. So you've got some 22-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey distilled by Booker No. And you're like, well, how long are they going to have this? Well, they have utilized a Solera system, basically, where they've put it at no longer ages, and they've got different stocks of whiskey. And again, some made by Booker, some made by Fred's, the older stuff and stuff like that. So how can they do that? And how long can they do it? They can do it forever, actually. That's why it's infinite, because it's Solera. So you just dump new stuff in there.
Okay.
But you can say, well, there's at least some from Booker No in there. So you're like, well, he didn't distill that. But no, there's going to be some that he distilled in there forever, as long as you're dumping. The equivalent to in this particular vat, if you will, you might have to replace some, but down the road you put in some 22-year-old Beam, again, not necessarily distilled by Booker, but there's still 22-year-old Booker distilled whiskey in there. So that's how you do it. And by the way, I told Royce about this when they did it, and he was all over it. He jumped all, because I said, hey, you see what they're doing at Beam? I mean, you need to do that too, because your grandfather made some stuff, and you've got some of your first whiskey that you've made. I think it's a good idea to have that for future generations. And he did it. But now I heard him tell the story to people, and I'm just left out. It's not like, hey, he admits he got the idea from Beam, but it's not like, hey, Steve brought this to my attention. I just get cut out of the story. I've been. It's like the cutting room floor. Like, I started a movie, but I got the cutting room floor, and
you've been edited out.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm not part of that story. Okay, 22-year-old Kentucky bourbon, again distilled by Booker. That's in this one. 10-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon distilled by Fred No, and 7-year-old Kentucky whiskey distilled by Freddie No. That's what's in this one. For comparison, last year had these again, this is going to show you how it's going to vary a little bit from year to year, just so you see what happened last year versus this year. There's 20-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey distilled by Booker No, 14-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey distilled by Fred No. Again, comparison, 22-year-old this year from Booker, 10-year-old from Fred this year. Last year there was 14 from Fred. Both years have 7-year-old Kentucky whiskey distilled by Freddie. And then there's an 8-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon referred to as a shared family component. So I guess that's not defined as to which one. Probably just made by...
Maybe that was the beginning of the Solera process.
Could be. So that was in number one. So it's again, this is all Freddie knows stuff, though. I mean, this is what I love about having Freddie in there. He comes up with Little Book, and then he comes up with this new thing that, that's a second purchase you got to make every year now. Because again, I'm trying to get all of them. So now I have 2 purchases a year, where I got to buy 2 bottles each. And, so he's got me. Son of a bitch has got me. He knows he's got me, and there's nothing I can do. He's got to, so yes.
But
so
if
that's.
Think about that. If you're buying once a year, it's not so bad. It's like like a buck a day.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's like a buck a day. Yeah.
It's your birthday present to yourself.
This is true. This is true.
Birthday and then Christmas.
Birthday and Christmas. Yeah.
I'm with you, Joe, on the older age stuff, but I'll come back though that with this blend of this younger stuff, this might be really tasty.
You never know. It's hard to categorically say anything about whiskey, right? I mean, I think we can agree to that. You get people come in my shop that say, I don't like high proof. And I'm like, oh, well, here, try this one. What's that proof? I like that. Well, that's 134 proof. You get the right one that drinks below its proof. Well, and stuff like that. If there's some older whiskey, it's like it doesn't taste like it's older whiskey.
Right.
Hill Rock Distillery does a Solera blend that has some that's maybe 20. And that's good. I have 2 bottles of it that I got as gifts. Okay. And that's drinkable. It's nice. So I would want to try this before I spend $200 on it. Though.
That's a fair statement to make, though. $200. I got to try it first. That's okay. I'm fine with that.
But these are the kind of bottles I'll break out at Thanksgiving and get the in-laws, my brother, and we'll get the mini Glencairn, and they'll get a tiny pour.
Okay.
They all get to try it,
They get to try it. Okay. Yeah. Look at Jeff. He's very generous, so that's cool. So there you go. It's out there. Well, it's rolling out. Again, distribution on a nationwide basis doesn't occur on a specific date. It happens over time. So be on the lookout for it. Like Jeff, you never know. You may be somewhere in Minnesota and come across some.
Trip on it.
It happens. It happens. So be on the lookout. So I'm going to be checking the distillery. I know that.
Has it been released yet?
Yes. Yeah. So, but again, not necessarily in any individual market, just in general. So I'm hoping to get it at the distillery, and we're going down with a group, and there's got to be someone else who's not wanting a bottle, if they limit you to 1. And usually on that kind of stuff they do, but as long as there's one other person. So, yeah. That way, if I only get 1 bottle, well, guess what happens? That's gonna go in the save pile because I need my full set. So neither Justine nor I will be trying that one. So Justine, you're vested in me scoring 2 bottles. So yeah. All right, and Joe can have some too if he ever comes back down. I ran into Joe one time. That's it. So
it's been a while that I've been down there.
It's been a while. So all right. On that note, we'll wrap it up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Matt, we'll start with you, and I'm going to be listening intently to see if you say anything wrong, and I'll point that out on the next show. Yes.
Across all socials, that includes X, at Whiskey Tequila Fridays podcast.
Okay. Joe.
I'm on Instagram at bourbon_aficionado.
Right. Jeff.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and The Cigar Dojo, Jeff Endrizi, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Justine.
You can find me on Instagram at JA_Maze.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, and it's still Twitter. And it's always going to be because that's how I got this thing memorized. What the hell am I going to retrain myself? You're 57 years old. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'll send myself into some sort of a brain aneurysm if I try to switch that up. I don't need that. And see, now I've stopped. I don't even know where I was at. So I've got a website or something like that. It's steveakeley.com, a company website. I think it's abvnetwork.com. If I was doing my normal speech, I'd have it down, but I'm not exactly sure. And then I think I have a shop called the ABV Barrel Shop that can be found at ABV Barrel Shop. I think, but again, Matt threw me off my whole game there. So yeah, I hope he's happy. Justine, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like
to Steve.
remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. Also, if you like what we're doing, please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Oddly, there's something people like when I have meltdowns. I'm not sure why. That's a thing that trends. People like that. So there's a good one coming up. I started this Old Goats Club, and then I realized the old goats are kind of annoying. I thought I'm going to finally start just hanging out with people my age, and it's going to be nice, because sometimes the kids, get to me. So hanging out with the younger crew that's in the ABV network. And I thought I'm just going to hang out with people my age, and then I realized, God damn, I don't like people my age. They're too fucking old and set in their ways, and they got all they're a pain in the ass.
You got to be dealing with young people because it keeps you young.
Old people,
Steve, I was just getting ready to join the Old Goats Club, and now you're blowing it up. I wanted
you
in.
still can't. So here's how I set this up. I've figured this out. I've got this all resolved. So I gave Justine an email with the ABV network. She's going to be brought in as an honorary old goat. She's not retired, so she wouldn't be eligible. Old goats can be men or women, by the way. So she wouldn't be left out because she's a female. That has nothing to do with it. But she's not retired. Part of being an old goat is you have to be retired. So the old goats. Justine's going to handle the correspondence. So if you have a question, you got to go through Justine. And Justine, I'm going to instruct Justine. If someone asks a question, just don't come to me with it. Kind of vet it out. Be like, is this going to set this guy off? And if so, just kind of delay it. I'm expecting if there's 100 questions asked of me, I want to get like 3 of them that are very important. Other than that, Justine will just, she's going to be the gatekeeper.
My new title is Communication and Chaos Coordinator.
Exactly. Because the goats got to be. They had this thing where they had to know what time we're leaving on a Thursday 2 weeks prior. And I'm like, how does your life change if I tell you it's 7 o'clock in the morning, or I tell you it's 8 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock? What changes in your world that can't be undone if I don't tell you until the night before?
But see, you have both ends of the spectrum.
Uh-huh.
You have the young people that you hang out with that are an hour late for whatever.
Yeah,
going to
maybe 2-3 hours late. It just depends.
Cubers.
Yeah.
And then you have the old goats who want everything. They're old. They're set in their ways. They have to do things in a certain order.
Right. But
you need to find that happy medium.
I know, but I feel like, and again, that's an important point to be made, but we kind of have a general idea when we're going to be leaving because we do have an agenda. So you got your agenda, but again, there could be a 3-hour window maybe that of time we're leaving. But you know what? It feels like that conversation could be had on Wednesday night before we go to bed.
Well, maybe there are people that are planning to have somebody drop them off somewhere and they need to have a couple of days.
No. Shot's picking everybody up at their house.
So, okay.
Yeah. So everyone's getting picked up at their house. Yeah.
Well, so he has to know ahead of time.
Exactly. So how much time does he need?
He has to plan out his route.
He needs 2 weeks to do that. We all live with, it's like a 3-mile radius for everybody in the group. There's 4 people in the group. Chris knows where everybody lives. So again, I do know you don't want to hit this one and then that one. You want to go in order. But I don't think we need 2 weeks to plan that out. Maybe he's journaling about it.
Maybe 2 days.
He's got a fountain pen and journaling. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Maybe 2 days. I still don't think to me, you know what time I need to know? Right before I lay my head on my pillow. Tell me so I can set an alarm so I know what time to wake up. Other than that, boom, we're going. Yeah, that's it.
Maybe he has an appointment that he had to schedule.
No.
And he needed to know what time he was leaving.
He didn't. No.
So he could make his appointment.
And there was 2 of them. There was 2 old goats that had the exact same questions way too far. And Wayne. It was Shot and Wayne. And it's just here's the real reason, because they're old goats. Yeah, they don't manage their schedule. Their schedule manages them. That's the bottom line.
I just learned though that I'm more hip than I thought because I'm an old goat who's late for things. So.
Okay, that's good.
So I'm kind of like one of these new guys.
But those days are over. I got Justine now. She's my savior. I need Justine. So Justine's, and she'll know. She'll be like, I'm not going to ask him that. Why don't we? She'll respond and say, we'll reconvene and we'll tell you the day before. Unless there's some reason you need to know more than 24 hours before, let me know. And if so, I can get to Steve. But if not, I'm not going to ask him this question right now.
You can get rid of a lot of the questions if you just tell people up front. You're not going to find out when we're leaving until the day before.
Right. But
And then when it closed-
I had a similar conversation like 10 times. Like, Sean kept asking me, when are we going to go? When are we going to? And Wayne, too, multiple times. I'm like, I can't think about that. It's way too
Justine,
far
you
to advance.
can't underestimate the importance of this role.
It is incredibly
I
important.
feel like I just
Keeps
got
you
a
sane.
promotion to director.
Yeah, the pressure's on
I think
now.
so. I think
Yeah.
so.
Is it a promotion?
I think it's a director job. I think she scored a director job. So, yeah.
I mean, if pay came with it would be nice. But
There's going to be pay. There's going to be
there's
pay.
a potential mini pour of a.
Justine can't act like I've never paid her in the past.
Infinite 2, yeah.
I've paid Justine in the past. She knows this.
Yeah.
No. And this job is gonna. I'm working on a benefits package that's pretty good. So yeah, it comes with benefits. So yeah.
dental insurance.
No insurance or anything, but I think I think if you do all this and keep everybody from getting raising my blood pressure, I think we can handle Key West for you. I think if the company's going well, the new old goats and all that kind of stuff is going well, I think yeah, Key West is in your future. So that's not bad. Did you already say the stuff, Justine? Did I say
I
Justine?
did.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And it threw me off. I had to read off the script because I was
because of Matt. He ruined the show. He ruined it.
All right, we got to
Closing.
take the whole thing over.
I don't know if you can blame me for all that, but yeah.
That's it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
So long.
Bye-bye.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.